In Episode 9, the remaining demons were utterly shocked by the extraordinary magic attack they had just witnessed. There was a large hole in the castle, and most of the demons there were hit by the attack. Lloyd approached Ren and the other members of the Assassin's Guild. Seeing Ren injured, he used healing magic to heal her. Lloyd, who had merged with Grimm in his palm, then told them to escape and leave everything to him. Ren worried about Lloyd, but Galilea embraced Ren and took her away along with the other members of the Assassin's Guild. Galilea realized that he and his friends could do nothing against the very powerful demon and feared they would only be a burden to Lloyd. The demons looked into the hole caused by Lloyd's attack, searching for Guisarm and worrying if he was dead. Guisarm suddenly appeared behind them with his teleportation magic. He immediately commanded the demons to chase after the fleeing members of the Assassin's Guild. They promptly moved to pursue Galilea and his friends. Seeing this, Lloyd did not let it happen and attacked the demons with his magic. Now, Lloyd was directly facing Guisarm. From the right and left of Lloyd, two demons jumped to attack him. On the other side, Guisarm uttered "die" from his mouth, which manifested as a magic attack. Lloyd was shocked because, despite the barrier surrounding him, the magic could easily penetrate it. Although it penetrated, the magic did not damage Lloyd's barrier at all. Lloyd then thought that since Guisarm said "die" earlier, if the magic hit him, Lloyd might die instantly. Lloyd was very curious about the power of the magic. On the other hand, he also worried that if he got hit by the magic, he would truly die. Seeing Lloyd confused, of course, Grin angrily told Lloyd that he must avoid it. Lloyd then dodged the attack, and the attack hit the demon that was about to attack him earlier. Lloyd then used magic to analyze what happened to the body of the demon hit by the attack. Lloyd saw that if hit by the attack, everything would die instantly. The cause of death was a heart attack. Grimm saw that Guisarm did not use a magic technique as an intermediary, but his mana directly created an effect. This was the same as Crow, Ren, and Pazuzu, the transmutation of mana. Lloyd also realized that what Guisarm did was the same as Crow's cursed speech. Every creation in this world from magic techniques can be avoided with a barrier of magic power. However, this does not apply to direct magic attacks. If magic power is likened to water, the barrier is like a filter. Although objects with form can be stopped, water can certainly penetrate it. Grimm also noticed that Guisarm's magic power was on the same level as Pazuzu's. Lloyd's magic might be able to obliterate it, but perhaps Guisarm's magic power could affect Lloyd's heart. Guisarm then looked towards the bridge, where his subordinates were running after the members of the Assassin's Guild. He grumbled about having useless and stupid subordinates because they could die only due to low-level technique like magic. Grimm then explained that demons have several levels, ranging from 1 to 10. The lowest group is the weakest demons, like those chasing the Assassin's Guild, so magic still works on them. Pazuzu is at level 8, and Grimm is a level 3 demon. Lloyd then asked if Guisarm was a level 1 demon. Grimm replied no, because his level is higher than level 1, specifically a demon lord. To them, demon clans like Grimm are nothing more than commoners. Even 100 level 1 demons wouldn't be able to defeat him. Even for Lloyd, Guisarm is a dangerous opponent. Though Grimm appeared very frightened, Lloyd slowly approached Guisarm. Guisarm then asked who he was. Lloyd explained that he was just the 7th prince. Guisarm recalled that Jade was very eager to meet the 7th prince. Lloyd also said he wanted to meet Jade, but Guisarm thwarted his wish. Guisarm was also angry at Lloyd for destroying his subordinates and his castle. The two of them prepared to attack each other. Grimm was already trembling with fear. Grimm then suggested to Lloyd to run away, as his current opponent was not an ordinary demon. Lloyd said that the enemy before him was indeed different from the level 10 demons he had just easily wiped out with his magic. In his heart, Grimm admired Lloyd, because even level 10 demons are not so easy to defeat. Even magic techniques should not work on them. It's like splashing water on a fish, it certainly won't die, but with highly pressurized water, it might be killed. However, Guisarm was different, as magic pressure or anything else was just like small waves to him. He was like a great monster living in the ocean where even light couldn't reach. Smiling, Guisarm created a small object like a nail using his magic. He flicked the object, making it fly swiftly towards Lloyd. Grim was extremely shocked and terrified, seeing the object almost penetrating Lloyd's very strong magic barrier. The object pierced through 2 layers of Lloyd's barrier with just that small amount of magic power. Its strength far exceeded Grim's magic power, which couldn't penetrate it at all. Gizarm commented that Lloyd's barrier was rather thick. He then prepared an even more powerful magic attack, forming numerous spears with his magic power and launching them at Lloyd. Lloyd, still inside his barrier, tried to evade the attacks. Several strikes hit Lloyd's magic barrier, shattering it, and he formed a new barrier. Lloyd then moved away, while continuously activating his barrier. Lloyd continued to dodge, focusing solely on the attacks. Suddenly, his movement was halted by Gizarm, who teleported in front of him. With just one kick, Lloyd and his barrier were thrown downward, right into the path of Gizarm's magic attack. Swiftly, Lloyd created a giant monster statue from the ground to block Gizarm's magic attack. Elsewhere, the members of the Assassin's Guild were trapped near an exit. The demons were still pursuing them. Babylon had climbed a fence, hoping he could open the gate from the inside. Back to Lloyd and Gizarm's fight, Gizarm noticed that Lloyd was uninjured and only showed a change in expression when Gizarm used teleportation. Lloyd said that teleportation was not his power, but Gizarm retorted that it was his power, because Jade couldn't control it yet, while he could. He also said that humans wouldn't be able to control it unless it was made into a magic technique. But it was very easy for Gizarm because he had perfect magical power, like a bird that could fly on its own without being taught. According to Gizarm, cursed people were pitiful anomalies born with wings but didn't know how to fly. Especially Jade, whose wings were so large that the sound of their flapping could echo into the demon world. In his world, cursed people would be ostracized. They should willingly surrender to the demons and then die. Gizarm then prepared even more attacks. He challenged Lloyd, giving him a choice to either accept or dodge his attack, or admit defeat and flee. But with just a snap of his fingers, Gizarm used his teleportation power to stab Lloyd from behind. Lloyd couldn't detect the attack at all. Gizarm was very proud of his attack because its speed was undetectable, and it was invisible when targeting. Gizarm then thrust another spear at Lloyd. The scene then shifted elsewhere, where the members of the Assassin's Guild were cornered, unable to escape because the gate was closed. Galilea used his spider web power to trap the demons chasing them. The slime Galilea produced would harden like stone within seconds. Of course, the demons tried to break free from the slime before it hardened. Crow didn't stay idle. He uttered the curse, "Fall," from his mouth, causing the demons to fall to the ground. The demons were trapped and couldn't move. From inside the building, Babylon managed to pull the lever to open the gate. Crow and Ren immediately moved outside and passed through the gate. Unexpectedly, the demons were very physically strong. They managed to pull their hands and feet free from Galilea's slime trap. Now it was Terria's turn to step up. She looked at all the demons in front of her, then used her curse by slashing her sword at her leg. Instantly, the demons fell and felt pain in their legs. All her friends were amazed at Terria's current ability. While she and the demons were injured and couldn't move, Teria told her friends to escape to the forest and erase their tracks. Of course, the others were worried about how Teria would save herself later. Unexpectedly, the demons also possessed healing magic. They healed the wounds on their legs, causing Teria's leg wounds to heal as well. Swiftly, Teria stabbed her sword into her left leg again, making the demons scream in pain. Ren and Crow, who were already behind the gate, didn't want to leave Teria, but Galilea pushed Ren and closed the gate. Galilea was ready to face the demons alongside Teria. Teria planned to launch a deadly attack. Galilea seemed to understand what Teria was about to do. The demons, overhearing their conversation, also realized that Teria was going to use her sword to cut her own neck. The demons rushed to stop Teria, but Galilea used her slime curse to immobilize them. He positioned himself within Teria's line of sight, ready to accept any consequences. As the demons were immobilized, Teria began to bring her sword closer to her neck. Ren couldn't bear to watch, hysterically screaming Teria and Galilea's names to stop their actions. The scene then shifted to where Gizarm was watching the helpless Lloyd. He wished Lloyd could entertain him a bit longer. As he turned around, a cracking sound was heard. The sound came from Lloyd's body, which turned out to be a mere earth doll as a decoy. Lloyd appeared from behind Guiz's arm and swung his sword. However, with his teleportation power, Guiz's arm managed to dodge the attack. He laughed at the realization and invited Lloyd to continue their fun. The scene switched back to Ren and her companions. Suddenly, there was a flash of fire that struck the demons trapped in Galilia's slime. Quickly, Galilia hugged Teria and jumped to avoid the fire attack. They were still unsure of what had happened. They were even more surprised when the gate was suddenly broken from the outside. It turned out to be Albert, Silpha, Diane, Alice and the soldiers with spellbound swords, ready to fight and rescue Lloyd.